This is me laying down inks for Chain Gun, and that's just language, basically uh, finalizing the line work. It's red is the sketch layer, so I gotta put on the final lines and do that in black. So I like to use that G pen and do the outline of the characters. I spoke about this before. So it gives you a good thick outline. And this also, so like something I'm not gonna say I'm learning, but that I prefer to do that helps me out is I'm learning. I'm what I'm doing is like right now I'm outlining Gally the Gun, the main character for Chain Gun, but I'm not gonna go in and finish the pencils on him until I do that, until I finish the background. And it's helpful for me when I'm working. I'll do the things that I like least first before I go in and do the things I want to do most. Because then I find that it's like a little motivating to get to the actual characters. That's what I like to do. The characters. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of background. I love backgrounds. They have good backgrounds. But I prefer to do character work. But as a comic book artist, you gotta do the backgrounds. And so I'll do this on the whole page. Get these character outlines done on the whole page, not just panel by panel. Sometimes I work panel by panel because there are some panels I'm like, oh, I love this panel, I gotta get it done. But for the most part, I deal with the page as a whole. Now, when I go in and put the details in, you kind of gotta go panel by panel. And when I do that, I go in order. This is my way, kind of the OC way. Do things in order. Even when I'm doing pages, I kind of got to do it in order. It helps me keep track of everything. And this character gonna be all shadowed out. Okay, so from here, get a smaller brush and go in and work these details. I know there are straight line tools, and I use them sometimes, but I prefer to draw my own lines, even though it's very imperfect. But I think sometimes those imperfections lend to the quality of a work, to the style of an artist. It's the imperfections that kind of set you apart from other artists. While I'm doing this, I'm watching Vinland Saga. I kind of slept on it for no particular reason, but I ran out of anime to watch because everything is trash now. And Vinland Saga is actually good. It's very dope. I'm enjoying the show. I'm trying to not watch it straight through because I don't like binging anymore. I don't know. Too many years of just binging series, it kind of takes away from the series. It just makes it flat. It's kind of like getting drunk on something. And just like after you get drunk, you kind of feel shitty afterwards. So I like to take a series, bits and pieces at a time. But sometimes you run into something good, you're like, man, I gotta see the next one. You know, I work in quiet sometimes, but most times I like to have something on, music, TV, podcast, just some kind of background noise. Hmm. I'm sorry if I'm going silent, doing, kind of getting in the zone. Guess if I don't have nothing to say, I should just end the video. Here, I'm starting the story. Gally is looking for Donovan Taft. Now, him and Donovan Taft fought in the Civil War together. But after the Civil War, Donovan Taft massacred their troop, their battalion, whatever military jargon. And then Gally was kind of blamed because Donovan Taft and Gally belonged to a gang. And that gang was drawn into a militia to fight the war. But then, like, Donovan was the leader of the gang, so when he and his gang turned on the soldiers, the whole gang was blamed. Hence, Gally the Gun being blamed also. And Gally's mission so far, right now, he wants to capture Taft and turn him over to the U.S. government in the hopes that his name would be cleared and then he can finally gain his freedom. Because this being the 1800s, Gally was raised as a slave. So he even fought the war in hopes he would be free after. So now, he's at this point, Donovan's gang has kind of expanded. So they've grown as outlaws. So they have his gang is huge, and they have different factions all over the country. And so he's hunting the factions down, hoping that someone can lead him to Donovan. What's up with this prince? Because I'm watching Vinland Saga, and the prince. There's something weird about the prince. He's supposed to be really pretty, so he might really be a girl. And maybe the Norwegian king is hiding that he can't have sons. I thought it would be cool to have like Galley covered in guns, and his outlaw name is Galley the Gun.